Today I've selected one question from an actual exam for the English interview to your elementary school interview test. All right, so this is an actual question and I've created a sample answer for you to review for this question. All right, so it's one of the newest ones in the recent years, so please go over this. All right, so let's get straight to our question. All right, and the question is, the table below is the results of an evaluation on the native teacher or native English teacher, Margaret. Give Margaret an overview of the table. An overview of the table means just describe this in general, right? And then give some suggestions on how to improve in the areas that need help. All right, so when we look at this table, we see checking students' understanding, class preparation, use of classroom materials, use of classroom English, and classroom management. So excellent, so this is good. She doesn't need to work on this really. Average, she's not bad, she's okay, right? But here is where she really needs to work on. And as we can see here, it's classroom materials, use of classroom materials, and classroom management. Classroom management means how you discipline your students when they're not doing what you're telling them to do. And classroom materials means like how you use the supplies in your classroom, like the whiteboard, audio material, handouts, these sorts of things. So let's go on to our sample answer. But before we do that, let me give you some key phrases and expressions before we get there. So the first one is as much as possible, right? So this is just talking about as often as possible, or like a large quantity, and as frequently as something. So here, this you can change. So as frequent as possible, as many as possible, as large as possible. So how, like, 얼만큼 가능한지, like how much you can do. So here, try to give out rewards as much as possible, right? If you can, whenever you can, give out rewards to students. This encourages students to participate and continue the kind of behavior you want. I will try to help you as much as possible. So if I can, I will help you when possible. This is what this means. Now, to be firm, we're not talking like 딱딱하다. No, this is a little bit different. This is more like strict, right? Firm means like strict, like you can't joke all the time in a classroom. Some students, if you joke all the time, they will just continue to use bad behavior in the classroom. So you have to be firm. You have to tell them, no, don't do this. Stop. This is being firm with a child. So you must be firm with children or they will walk all over you. Walk all over you means they won't listen to you. They won't do anything you say. They will treat you like garbage, basically. They'll treat you like trash. They won't respect you. So they'll just do whatever they want. So if you are not firm, if you do not discipline them, right, they will walk all over you. It can be hard to be firm with young children. Young children are very cute. And so it's hard to yell at them or be strict. But sometimes they need it or they won't learn. All right, so now let's get to our sample answer. So our sample answer I've described into two parts. First, we're going to give the overview of the, the evaluation, and then I will give some suggestions on how to improve. So, hi Margaret, have a seat. So as you can tell, I'm role-playing, right? Have a seat, sit down, please, right? This is a formal way, have a seat. I wanted to talk to you about the results of your last evaluation. So, you did a great job with checking students' understanding and using proper English in the classroom. You did an okay job, right? Average, okay, same thing. You did an okay job at class preparation, but your classroom management and use of classroom materials was not good at all, right? I have prepared some suggestions to help you improve these parts, all right? So this was my overview from up here. Now I'm going to get into the suggestions. For use of classroom materials, right? For use of classroom materials, so this is how I'm going to introduce that topic. Make sure you use the whiteboard as much as possible, right? The whiteboard. It might not be white, it might be green, it might be black, blackboard, doesn't matter. So anything, all right? Try to use the books we have in the classroom as well as handouts, right? Try to use much more things in the classroom. Also, try to use music or audio material whenever possible. All right, this is more material, audio, CDs, this sorts of MP3s from the computer. Now, for classroom management, make sure your students aren't talking while you are giving directions, right? Tell them to be quiet or you will punish them if they continue to talk, right? You have to be firm with them. Also, make sure they are following the directions of the activity rather than talking to each other or doing something else. So they're not respecting you here. You must be firm with your punishments or they won't stop. Work on these two things and you should have a better evaluation next time. Thank you. All right, so as you can see, I've role-played this. Those are my 2 suggestions or a couple suggestions for each problem area. All right, so make sure you cover those parts in your answer. Not too hard, right? Very good job today, guys. Now, if you want more questions from the exam, go onto our website and you'll see a class, right? Mary's top 20 questions for the English interview. So go over there and I'll give you many more questions just like this. All right, see you later.